Okay, quick business law lesson. Let's say this is about contracts. This is chapter 1. Let's say you offer to sell me your house for $100,000. So in order for us to have a contract here, there's several things that could happen before we form a contract. One is I could reject the offer. If I reject your offer of $100,000, that has to be received by you to be effective rejection. Or if I counter offer, let's say anytime there's a counter offer, that ends the offer. The offer is over then. So if I counter offer $95,000, we don't have an agreement. The offer is done, and it has to be received by you to be effective. So remember that counter offers and rejections of offers have to be received by you to be effective. Now, let's say I accept your offer of $100,000 for your house, then I could write that to you, and if I put it in the mailbox, it's called the mailbox acceptance rule. Once I put it in the mailbox, that is effective. That we have a contract then. I'm going to buy the house for $100,000. Now, the only exception to the mailbox acceptance rule is if when you offer to sell me your house for $100,000, you stipulated there that for there to be an acceptance of that offer, that it had to be received by you. Otherwise, the mailbox acceptance rule, that just by default that would happen. So now if you said, oh, it has to be received by me to be effective, well then once I mail it, it would not be effective until you receive the letter saying that you accepted the offer. So look for that. There's some practice questions about that on the passware and in the book, and that could be something they could throw on the exam for the business law part. That would seem to be an easy one for them to write up. So you have to look for things like, I'll give you an example. Let's say I mail you a letter rejecting your offer. I go down in the corner there by Hubbard's and drop it in the box, and but it has to be received by you to be effective. So let's say I drop it in the box, but then I go home, come here later that night, and I say, maybe I'm gonna after all accept your offer after all. So then I could telegram you or fax you and accept the offer. Then we have a contract in this form. And even though I mailed that letter earlier in the day, because it hadn't been received by you yet, doesn't matter because I had accepted the offer later that day. That takes precedent. That takes effect. Therefore, we have a contract. So look for that. So when you see a mailbox, when you're on the street and all that, think of the mailbox acceptance rule that we just talked about. And that could be something on the test, and that would be easy points, easy multiple choice points on the regulation. Now, let's take a look. I have my iPhone here, as you can see, and just a reminder: download Charity Miles, charitymiles.org, and almost 3 miles today. And this is stocks, okay, stock market, and then over here, because of this. Gift card. I downloaded a ton of music onto the iPhone, so I put it onto a playlist, and I still have a lot of songs still to download. And here, let me turn up the volume. Oops. Okay, let me get the volume up here. There we go. Okay, right. Oh, that's Beatles. That's the Beatles symphony music. So it just it's like a radio station. Like I can leave the phone up on the computer while I'm working and just press the shuffle button, and it'll continually play any of the songs that I download. So it's like having your own radio station while you're there working. So I'll click the shuffle button. Oh yeah, how appropriate. Manic Monday. It is Monday after all, so yeah, this is great. I mean, this is a great gift because I've been downloading tons of music. I still have a lot more points to use up, but I've downloaded a bunch of songs, so I want to make sure I want to get some more downloaded. So yeah, it's awesome. Okay, but and I do have I have Taylor on there. Let me see if I can find her. Okay. Okay, let's see. Place in this. Okay. Okay, let's see. Taylor. There we go. Alright. Alright. So we got her on there. We got lots of artists on there. Alright. So if you need any help, of course, always ask me. This is a tough exam, but it's doable. I was doing, here, quiet, Taylor. There we go. Okay. This is a tough exam, but I was even doing some of the multiple choice on the business law part. I was getting some of them right, so that I think that tells you that there is a chance if I can get some right. Obviously, someone more capable, like yourself, will have a much better chance of passing the exam. So I think you can do it. But I do know that when I was doing the questions, that it seemed like I was start memorizing them. So now I like memorize. I know the answers. I look at the question, boom. Oh, I know that's the answer. So I guess but you do pick up stuff by working the problem, because if you get it, even if you get it wrong, you check the answer and then you know why you got it wrong. So, all right, okay, all right, okay, bye.